Let's talk about the boundaries and red flags that I ignored when I was dating a narcissist. And all of this is hindsight 2020 because when you're dating a narcissist, you don't know that you're dating a narcissist while you're dating them. When you first start dating them, like, you have no idea the journey you're about to embark on. And then one day you're sitting there and you're like, wait a minute, this person sucks. So I met this man. I'm going to try to refrain from saying his name, but I met him my senior year of college, and off the rip, he was obsessed with me. It was a whirlwind romance, which I know hindsight 2020 is a huge red flag. But as a 21 naive girl, I was like, this is perfect. He is obsessed with me. Until eventually that obsession turned to possession, and I realized that it was a huge problem. The first and largest boundary I think that I ignored was he hated my dog and hated that she took attention away from him. And he would verbalize that, but he used it to neglect taking care of her whatsoever. And he was also very mean to her. And this got extreme, right? Like I said, I was a nursing student, so I had clinicals 2 times a week, Wednesdays and Thursdays, and they were an hour and a half away from Boone. So I would drive up Wednesday, do my clinical, stay the night, and then drive back to Boone after my clinical on Thursday. So I would usually get home around 8:30 p.m. One day I came home and there was poop everywhere in the apartment. There was pee everywhere. Her water bowl and food bowl were bone dry, and he was just sitting in my living room playing video games. Cool. Mind you, this man was living in my apartment rent-free. He did not have a job. He was not in school. So why he couldn't help me out, I don't know. But that was when I started to clock, like, okay, this man cares only about himself and about nothing else. The next thing that I ignored, huge red flag that I ignored, was a boundary issue. He would go through my stuff all the time, swear up and down that I was cheating on him. I wasn't, but I knew it was an insecurity thing, and he didn't have a whole lot going for him at that time, so I tried to look past it. I think the craziest thing he ever did, he would go through my phone and Apple Watch all the time, which I was like, not okay, but whatever you need to do to sleep at night. But the craziest thing he ever did was one weekend he went out of town, from Boone, and when he came back on Sunday, he smelled my underwear and said it smelled like latex, like a condom. And he was like, you've cheated on me. You cheated on me. No, I didn't. Oh my God. So, that was weird. That was weird. The next red flag I ignored was anytime I made any type of strides in my career or my education, it was met with extreme jealousy from him. He did not like that I wanted to move to Charleston. He really wanted me to move to Charlotte, where he was living, where he was from, and I didn't want to live in Charlotte. I wanted to move to Charleston, and he